Monument.
This is Tuzigoot National Monument. Let me see if I can... Oh, way up to the Tuzigoot, huh? Looking back, this is Tuzigoot. This is the valley area. They call this a salt bush.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's
common southwest shrub bearing golden blossoms during the summer. Early autumn was widely utilized throughout its range. Leaves and the young shoots were gathered in spring and added to the soups and stews. The four-winged seeds were collected in the summer and autumn and ground in a meal. Blossoms and twigs made a bright yellow dye. The chewed root was applied to ant and bee stings to relieve pain. The Hopi and other Indian tribes ate the nutritious fruits. The ashes from the leaves were a substitute for baking powder and are used to enrich the color of the Hopi blue peaky bread. In New Mexico, the plant is often called
chamisa.
Chamisa. That's it right there. That's funny looking stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
So they can see the...
Okay, we're continuing up to Tuzigoot. The Tuzigoot Walk. And of course you can see out over the edge here. It says stay on the walls. It's like, why would you want to stay on the walls?
Stay off the walls.
Why would you want? This here is the ruins, I guess. Little rooms they had. This is the Pueblo rooms. See what it says here. You're looking into a typical room built probably in the 1300s during the final expansion of Tuzigoot. This is one of the 7 rooms comprising a unit separated from the main pueblo by plaza, the grassy area to the left of the ruins. Most rooms in the pueblo sheltered single families and were used mainly for sleeping and eating. Some rooms had stone or clay-lined fireplaces for cooking and warmth, but outside the pits were also used trough style stone imitates and two-handed manos for grinding corn were found in the ruins. How do you say that word? Sinagua. Builders used soft, porous limestone for the walls, which required a constant repair. This is still a concern today, and most pueblo rooms have been stabilized. A few of the original interior walls are still intact. So this is...
Most of these they've had to put cement in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, huh?
Otherwise they'd do just a pile of rock.
Just a pile of rock. That's what I'm looking at over... Why did they make this big old huge mound like this? I wonder.
So they could see over the valley. Well, they probably didn't make the mound. They probably just built up here on the top of the mound. So they could see the side of this thing.
The Verde Valley.
You just take a snapshot of that.
That's true, and just slide it in there, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's the Verde Valley there. Verde Valley.
Look, down there's some ruins, some kind of a pit.
Yeah.
A lot of ruins.
You can see the
They built down this whole side
colored
of this.
trees.
Ron?
Yeah.
They built down the whole side of this thing.
These are some more ruins. Verde Valley ruins, Arizona. This is late Pueblo architecture. Tuzigoot grew slowly over a 400 years period, beginning first with a series of small rooms in the center.
Okay,
Apparently
so
there's no overall plan. Rooms were added as the population grew. Pueblo is extended about 500 feet long on the north-south axis along the ridge top, with the main section 100 feet wide. Limestone and sandstone deposited from the ridge provided the building materials for the walls, while juniper, pine, and cottonwood trees were hauled up the hillside for roof support posts. In time-honored fashions, new rooms were built on the ruins of the old ones. Entry to most rooms was by way of a ladder through the roof top hatches, and the continuous design was a good example of prehistoric thermal efficiency. At its most productive time, the late 1300s, Tuzigoot pueblos contained 86 ground floor rooms and possibly 15 second-story rooms with about 225 people living. Interesting,
So
huh?
this was all going on during the Dark Ages.
Yeah. Okay, as you can see, here's more ruins. And then in the distance, you can see more Hopi Indian dwellings. I'll try to zero in on this one.
Hopi.
Or Tuzigoot.
Sinagua.
Sinagua.
Hopi.
Okay. Now we're on the south side of the Tuzigoot, but it appears, as we were talking, that the reason why there's a big mound here is they just kept building houses higher and higher until they had this big old huge
Well, they had a
mound.
hill there they started on.
Big mound.
They started building on a hill.
Because it's like a big old huge pyramid is what it is. They could look out and see everything, couldn't they? All their enemies and such. This is a town on a hilltop, that's what they call it. As we're going up here, higher and higher and higher. It's like a big mountain. We're going to try to go clear up here to this top here. Let me go up here.
Here, Ron.
What?
You want to take a picture of this
I did.
before we go up there?
Oh, okay. All right.
Just a snapshot.
All right, hang on.
I was up here working.
They buried their children
Okay.
inside the rooms.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's go up here. Up we go to the wild blue yonder. Stepping up.
They got sand on these.
Yeah, they have to, probably because it snows and ice here.
Yeah.
We're going to go into one of the rooms.
Can you imagine living in this?
No.
They probably don't let you up here if it's too icy.
No. There's something in there.
Awesome. Be a beautiful place to live.
Yeah, it would. Whoa, boy, we're up there, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
So
Rooftop
apparently,
living, huh?
What they did
Yeah.
was they had a flat roof
Uh-huh.
with a little hole in the ladder going down into the rooms.
Oh, you can see it there. Little ladder. And each one of the rooms had a little hole in the roof, huh? Look at this down here.
And if your kids didn't obey and got to climbing on top of the walls, they'd end up in a bad situation.
That must be out there where they had their crops. They grew amaranth.
That's Jerome up there. That's an old mining town,
Oh?
and they've converted it. It's pretty cool. They got some old bars and old.
Really?
You know, it's like an artist type of place.
Oh.
It's really neat.
Can you see it with your camera?
I'm trying.
And it's called Jerome.
Yeah, I got it. It's Jerome. It's like an artsy type town.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's an old mining town.
Kind of sounds
Of
like
course,
Bisbee.
When the mines left, they
Is that a mine over there or a cement factory? Can't tell.
Yeah, it's probably a cement factory.
Wow.
A lot of people on these airplane tours.
Is that what's going on?
That must be what they are.
Airplane tours? We'll do a 360 here.
Yeah.
Huh?
Where are you guys from?
Sierra Vista.
Sierra Vista, we just got back from Washington State. After 8 days of driving, we decided to stop and walk a while.
It might be nice to climb some steps.
I don't blame you.
Oh. You live here?
Queen Creek.
Oh.
But I was up here working.
Shut that. Try.
Have enough light.
I'm gonna try. Okay, go down the steps. So they entered from the roof always, huh? No, it did all right.
This is amazing. I mean, they really did some work on this.
They really did some major work on
Carrying
this.
rocks from wherever they carried them from.
Down we go.
All kinds of rocks. Lava and everything else. Granite,
Oh.
lava, limestone,
Stone. Down we go.
sandstone. Amazing. Wish we could catch a ranger tour.
Yeah.
I wonder when they're gonna have that.
We got that's a good video of this. This camera is amazing.
Oh, here,
What? What is it?
another thing you could take a snapshot of.
Okay, let's take a snapshot of that. Let me see if I can.
Just says the minerals in the mountainside.
Minerals in the mountainside. Well, that went way up there, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
This is on the way back. There's some more rooms. They just kept adding rooms to rooms until they got this big old huge mound. That's what they did. That must be the stones they ground their amaranth in. Huh? That's what it was. Mystery of their leaving. The mystery of their leaving. Let me see if I can.